Hello, this is the LEGO Minecraft Movie Woodland Mansion Fighting Ring set. It comes with 491 pieces. I paid $50 US for it. It's 50 euros, 45 pounds UK, or $65 Canadian. And most importantly, it comes with official LEGO minifigures of Jack Black and Jason Momoa. By the way, if you hate everything about the existence of the Minecraft movie, especially if you haven't seen it, please don't watch this video. Go find joy. Seek things that you like. For the record, I personally have not seen the movie as of the recording of this video here because the set came out before the movie. Now, the overall setting here is you have a little Rock'em Sock'em robot sort of arena down here with a small score board on the front so you can register hits that are representing knocking the person off the platform. We'll take a little bit closer look at that. And then, Woodland Mansion is in the name of the place. The whole setting is Woodland Mansion, and all that you really get for structure of it, other than this little arena area, is this kind of wall. It's a little bit of a facade. It doesn't use a whole lot of pieces. I think that it's not the worst idea to do things this way rather than trying to create a whole building, because you're not going to create a whole building. They could not have created a whole building with the budget for this set. And that's just how LEGO works. That's how they make the $2 billion profit per year. They set the prices for, they do have the whole strategy for all the sets that they're going to make. They set the prices for those sets in advance, and then the designers have to build to those prices. It's just the way it is, whether you like it or not. That is the way it is. And so this is where we ended up with this wall. But at least this does have some value. You've got the potions up there that, you figure you have to climb up to or maybe build towards. They don't give you extra pieces to build towards, but, put some different things together. They've got a little platform, a little balcony here to watch the action from. And perhaps this is a weapon that you could actually get as opposed to something that's simply in an item frame. And then down here is a weapon rack. I've taken the netherite sword off of it right now, but one additional accessory, and you have this little chest. So, it's basically just holding a bunch of accessories for you. I'm assuming that these are the winnings that you would get if you win the overall tournament. The build of the arena also doesn't take up too many pieces, and it just kind of makes sense to me. I think that it does a good enough job of approximating what it's supposed to be. It also brings in the ability to actually, be physically active with the figures and things, and you can actually do things like that. So now we've just had a score, so we just do actually hit points are over here, so we just do like that, right? And yeah, you just go back and forth. So you can actually have some active play that way. And I like this sort of thing. It's remote motion, and, an individual child or multiple children can play together with this. They can take turns and stuff. And it just makes sense. And again, doesn't use a whole lot of pieces. It's a fairly simple build. It just seems right enough to me. And the size isn't bad for playing with figures. The chicken jockey does look crazy oversized, especially compared to what you expect in-game, but as a result, you do get a nice little build for the chicken, or is it a duck? And it's also got the ability to articulate like this, which is kind of nice. It's simply done, but well done, and you're able to put an actual figure on it. And you can swap it out for any figure. You don't have to have this particular quote-unquote baby zombie. This boss character is the Great Hog, and the Great Hog is a name that comes from the final boss in Minecraft Legends. Again, I haven't seen the movie yet, but this does not look like merchandise that I've seen of the Great Hog for the Minecraft movie. It kind of feels like something that LEGO itself made up a little bit based on piglins, just kind of tried to increase the size of piglin and add some of the features. So this feels just like a hybrid to me. I think it looks good. I think that it definitely works. It has a ton of articulation for such a small thing with so few pieces. It has a little bit of a strange offsets to the legs there, so it kind of tends to want to be leaned back, which shows more of a hog belly, I guess you would say, which is appropriate enough. He's got his power glove over here. I don't know the official name of it, but articulated just a couple fingers over here on this hand, and again. Just a lot of articulation for something that's so small. This is 2 separate prints in there for the face. And just in general, I think that the build of it is pretty good. Doesn't look great around the back, but for its size and its number of pieces, I think it's effective. Again, it just doesn't look necessarily like what I've seen should be in the movie, nor is it based off the Minecraft Legends version, at least not directly. Like I've said many times before, I'm not a minifig guy. Like, I like minifigs. I like Lego minifigs, and I like things that are made to work with Lego minifigs. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, I like Lego for Lego. You know, the brick-based building system for building things. That said, though, I feel like these two figures of Jack Black as Steve and Jason Momoa as Garrett are the primary reasons to get this set. Because, well, I mean, first of all, Jack Black as Jack Black in a blue shirt is just an amazing concept, and to be able to have toys of it, you know, simply and cheaply and everything, I think is great. And then the Jason Momoa Garrett figure, I think is done also very well. A good Legoification of what it's supposed to represent there, so that's actually pretty good as well. And there's an alternate face, the attacking, more angry face, the tenacious face, if you will, of Jack Black here. And then here on the left is Henry, and there's your baby zombie who's too large and has the mid-sized legs. Well, it's good that both of these have mid-sized legs so that you can't articulate them, but yeah, you know, sizes are messed up a little bit. I think that the face is a very good Legoification of the live-action movie representation of a zombie face. And I also like this torso here, just period in general. This is also a good torso here. I'm not sure if the face really looks like that character. The hair, I think, is definitely fine. And this alternate face, I think, is good for the character as well. There's not much for leftover pieces, nothing really fancy here, no prints, but the set also had no stickers. Again, the set comes with 491 pieces. It's $50 US, 50 euros, 45 pounds UK, or $65 Canadian. If it was not a licensed set and it had this exact same amount of stuff, would it cost the same? Absolutely, because data has proven darn near infinite times now, almost every single time, every single season, that Lego spreads their licensing costs across their entire product's portfolio. And this is just kind of the amount of stuff that you get today from them for about $50. So the deal is just normal. Lego has always been expensive. If you check the data, you go back in time to when things were good. Yeah, adjust for inflation. Lego has always been expensive, and this is just par for the course. It really, really is just par for the course. If this was the exact same thing but made by another company, would it have been cheaper? Yup. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the price is in the brand, and they will charge you how much we consumers are willing to pay. That's how they get the big bucks, the $2 billion of profit every single year by putting stuff out for as much money as people will pay, and people are paying it. Overall, at least, though, this is, I think, a perfectly fine set. It's a perfectly fine play set. The figures are fine. The setting, I think, is actually fine. I, of course, wish that there was more stuff, but if there was more stuff, especially for structure, it would have cost way more. If this set was built the way that I want it, with at least 4 walls kind of surrounding, or at least let's say 3 walls, like 3 of this surrounding the arena, it would be a little bit harder to play with, and it would probably cost like $80, I think, something in that range. Yeah, 79 feels about right. So yeah, I'm fine with the compromise here, and I think that the designers did a good job, honestly. Not a great set, not an amazing thing to look at, but a perfectly fine toy. Comes with some nice collectibles as well, and at the very least, a decent number of pieces and, you know, usable pieces for actual normal Minecraft stuff. And then you get a Jack Black as Jack Black in a blue shirt minifig as a collectible thing on the side. Thank you for watching. Hope that this video brought some value to you, and I'll talk to you again soon.